Welcome back. Now that you've gotten to understand what social media management is in layman's language, now let's talk about the specific things that you do. There are like 5 things that you do, like that you are in charge of. Anytime I see a job opening, I'm always on a lookout for what those 5 things. Okay, what is this? What is this? So the first thing is you are in charge of creating content. I know that there's this popular saying that a social media manager is different from a content creator. It's true. I'm not going to lie to you. It's true. But you and I know that where we are right now, if you want to actually be an indispensable social media manager, you also have to know how to create content. I'm going to be sincere with you. Me, I'm a sincere person. I like to tell people the truth. So it's good if as a social media manager you know how to create content. And what does this basically entails? Basically it entails you being able to post. You'll be shocked that people that don't know how to post on Instagram, yeah, being able to post on social media, being able to schedule posts, being able to know what should I post, how should I post it, and all that. Exactly. Should I do a picture post? Should I do a video post? Should I do carousels? So you have to be able to know what all these things, like what they entails. What is a carousel post about? What is a reel? What when you say reels, what does that entails? Reel sounds, what is so I'm going to still be breaking all these things down when I talk about each platform. Instagram, understanding each platform, I'm going to talk about that, right? So you have to be able to know what kind of posts do I need to post for Instagram? What kind of post do I need to post for Twitter? What kind of post, though it's no longer Twitter, right? It's now X. What kind of post do I need to put on my TikTok? Do you get? So it's very, very important that you get to know how is content done on TikTok? How is content done on Instagram? In case you are wondering, so what exactly is content? Content is basically a body of information. Content is a body of information. Content is an idea you have. Anything and everything is content. You that you are living life, let's not even go into that, right? You are content. Yeah, you are a content working, and that's the truth. Whether you agree with me or not, you are a content working, and that's the truth, right? So you have to be able to know, how do I digest this body of information? How do I make it concise enough that another person, a third party, is able to understand what I am trying to communicate? That is what content creation is about. The second thing that you are in charge of is content strategy. I call it here content strategy or growth strategy. So basically, it's not just about creating content, just putting out information. You have to be able to know what kind of content is good. In how many days will this content do well? You have to be able to think through that. You have to be able to like provide information in that aspect. So content strategy is something that you are in charge of. For example, now, so let me use this particular course that we are taking, right? I had this idea in mind, that is content, social media management course, that is content. Now, how do I make sure this course that I have in mind becomes something that is impactful and valuable to you? Then I sat down to think about it. Can I create it in a course form, post it on YouTube, and make it easily accessible to anybody and everybody across the world? Yes. When I thought of that, the next thing I thought of is, okay, what do I want to teach? What do I? So can you see? That is what we call when you are strategically thinking. So you're not just thinking anyhow. You are thinking clear thoughts. You are thinking along a specific line of thoughts on how to make something better. Content strategy. The next thing that you are in charge of is that you are in charge of community management. Another beautiful thing about this is there are people who, what they do basically is community management. That's why, like in social media management, so many opportunities are there. So many opportunities are there. Some people have niched down to the extent that what they prioritize is community management and growth. They build communities, manage communities, and grow communities. How? Some people, that is what they are in charge of, and you can't take it away from them because they are so good, so vast in it. So as a social media management, this is also something you should know how to do. A social media manager is somebody that is, you are vast. You are vast. You have to be vast because the social media is always changing. And you want to make sure that you are not obsolete. You want to make sure that you are not still in the past when everybody is already in the future. This was one of the mistakes I made. We'll talk about it later on when I share with you mistakes to not make as a social media manager. I think I should take note of that, right? I will. Now, the next thing that you're also in charge of is that you are in charge of, you know, when you create a content. I remember when I was working for my boss one of those days, my boss said, Kemi, I want you to go to the page. Tell me what is working, what is not working, da, 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 da. And I said, okay, boss, what is working is if I post a carousel post as a reel, it gets high views, high impressions than if I post it as a picture. She was like, yes. I said yes. Then another brand I'm working on, if I post it as a picture, it is doing well more than if I post it as a reel. Different brands, the same platform, but different results. Can you imagine? So that's why analytics and reporting is very, very important as a social media manager. You are looking at the analytics. Where are people viewing this particular content from the most? Which location? You are on top of your game. You are getting to know. You are asking questions. The people, you have 50 people that are following you. These 50 people, which location are they from? That will be able to tell your clients that, oh, 70% of people who view our content are females. 40% of people who view our content are males. Like, you're able to give figures. And let me tell you one secret. When you are able to give figures alongside whatever it is that you are explaining, it makes you look like you are serious with your life. I know, but it is true, right? And I need you to take that and pay attention to that. Now, the last thing that as a social media manager that you are responsible for is trends. It is trends. That's very, very important. Like, you want to know how to use whatever is trending. You want to know how to apply it to the brand you are working for. For example, I remember when I was managing a tech community, tech focused community, and that was when they did this Oscar awards. And you know, there was even one time like that, the Super Bowl, like different examples. And I remember that in one of those videos was this video of Taylor Swift opening an envelope. And the organization I was working for at that time, they are trying to organize a conference. And I just repurposed the content, and I just said, Taylor Swift opening the envelope is like, you know, I just did it in a way. I might attach the video to this for you to watch it. But that is an example of when you use a trend to promote your brand. It's very, very important. For example, now, as at when I am recording this video in Nigeria, we currently have something that is trending, and it is there's this particular influencer that is getting married soon. You are asking yourself as a social media manager, this particular wedding, this particular wedding ceremony event, how can I turn it into a content for my brand? And you can cut videos. Like, it's so amazing, so important. Like, social media management is fun. It is sweet, it is fun, it is cool. I don't know what else to say it. But these 5 things are the top things that you can do, that you have to know how to do as a social media manager. And now let me not bust your bubble. The beautiful thing about these particular responsibilities is that you can niche down on any one of them. You can niche down and position yourself as a thought leader in any one of them. Or you can do all, or you can do one, and you can niche down in it. It all depends on how you position yourself and how you build your personal brand around it. Okay, I feel like I've told you a lot of things in this video. Drop in the comment section. Let me know what stood out for you in this video. what are the things that you're also still looking forward to learning. I'm also going to be sharing. In my next video, I want to share with you possibilities in social media management. I want to share with you possibilities in social media management. All right, till I come your way next time in my next video. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.